Questions to ask throughout a campaign with the confidence rising. I told WDF don't switch, good times are coming on even deep diving. Fan cams, reactions, watch along, still the pride of London thriving. The Eagles of South, they flying. Keep your eyes on us, we ain't hiding.
Just making sure I'm not muted because my one's always on a delay. I love the fact that you put those clips back to back, actually.
we was thinking of putting...
There's more of them, though.
Yeah. We was thinking of making a whole segment of Rich muting himself. And it was up... And I'm not going to lie to you, it was a bit too long. So we thought, we get the best two. And then that's it.
Rich, you muted. Mate, you muted. Pick up everyone. Hope you're good. Hope you're well. This is the Brentford match reaction, and in all fairness, it was a much needed win, and I think the performance was pretty good as well, minus like certain points. But yeah, JC, how's it going?
I'm feeling much better after getting 3 points. I'll tell you that. Don't worry, everyone. Even though I got soaked in the fan cams, I am fine. So,
yeah, how did that happen? That umbrella was there.
No, you was holding the umbrella for you and Chairman, not for me, though.
Oh, my bad. Is that why you hit me?
I don't know, but there was a hit marker there, so it must have done some damage. Yeah, man, I don't really care, man. It's just 3 points.
Yeah.
Granted, this was a good performance as well as 3 points, and I said that I really couldn't care less if it's a good or a bad performance. I think the only thing that probably frustrates me about this game is the fact that we only want to wake up when we go 1-0 down. And probably in a weird way, it was a bit of a blessing that they scored so early. So we had basically the whole game to get it back.
Yeah, and it's funny you say that because the moment we conceded, Brentford went straight all-out defense. Like literally 5 and 4, and then we up top. Like they would have just held on for 88 minutes if they needed to, you know. But yeah, I think that is a big concern that we always wake up after we concede. It's either that or we don't take our chances and then concede. You know, I think we need to work on, and this is just Palace related, not managerial based, on just being able to maintain a performance.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I think I can't remember the last time we've just like from 0 to 90 just been in control.
I'll probably say Everton in the Cup a few years ago.
But even then, with the first 25 minutes, boy, it was ropey. Up until Townsend got injured, wasn't it?
I'm sure he got injured earlier than that.
Maybe it was about 15, 20 minutes, I think. And we were on the ropes. You know, and obviously
probably Leeds actually last season away.
Had to go down.
Oh yeah, true.
You know, and even that with Johnson made some good saves in that as well. So I mean, when have we ever just controlled a game? I don't know. You know, but hey, it is what it is.
We're not Man City, so you can't really expect us to do that. So.
That is fair. That is fair. But you know what? All round, very, very professional performance, especially after we took the lead. I wanted to start off more so on these substitutions. I think we've got to give that a bit more airtime. Now, I know Roy obviously wanted to put on definitely Hughes on the 75th. I think it might have been France on like maybe a couple minutes after that. He might have wanted to do staggered substitutions. Do you think though? Because I'm still adamant these subs could have been made as soon as we went 3-0 up, 3-1 up. I'm sorry. Let me hold on 1 second. What time did we score our third goal?
We scored in the 58th.
So that there and then make changes. You know, that's the 60th minute. It gives players half an hour. If not the 60th, then definitely the 70th.
Well, we didn't make a change until 86.
Yeah. And granted, I think obviously, like I said, Hughes and França were waiting for that good 7 to 10 minutes. You know,
I think I would say about 5 minutes. I think that's fair. But still, that's if you take away 5 minutes, it's still 81. It's still way too late.
yeah. That's the biggest frustration, I guess, with all of it, because we're only seeing cameos of França. You know, I think Ahmed is out cold now. I think he's. I know we're trying to load him out, but under Roy, we might as well try and cash in on him, send him back to Germany. Like, I want him to stay, but Roy is not playing him. You know, to think that a centre back is now our number 3 centre midfielder, by the way, because you got Decore obviously injured, then Lerma, now Richards. So Hughes, Schlapp, and Hamada, who can all play. I'm not saying they all play great, but they all can play that position. And Gyro.
Hamada cannot play DM.
But not DM, but just to play in a midfield role.
Yeah.
You know, and Ozo as well. So there's 5 other midfielders that are on the bench or not featuring because we've got a centre back there. Now let's rank in which order those players will actually get on the pitch. Gyro's last.
No, he's not. He's above Hamada.
Do you reckon?
I think so.
I was going to put Hamada 4th.
Well, do you remember at West Ham? Hamada never came on, but Gyro came on.
That's the point. So Hamada, Gyro,
Ozo.
I don't know anymore. For that specific role, I think he goes above Schlapp. I think Schlapp's more for attacking role. So I've got Schlapp, Ozo, Hughes.
Nah, I would still say Ozo, Schlapp, Hughes. That's what I would say. And then obviously Lerma, Decore up there.
Yeah. But it says a lot, like, and I feel for him because obviously he signed under Vieira. But then he had a few cameo appearances under Vieira, but it was always going to be difficult because that running we had was stupid. But then he jumped into preseason and he looked like, we were like, yes, start this guy. You know, and we've just not seen him.
I think in preseason they were trying to make him into a right winger because of Elise's injury, but that just didn't work. But the second they put him in a 10, he started cooking.
Yeah.
But it doesn't explain to me why the second that the league kicks off, we then start Hughes in the 10. When Hughes hasn't played in the 10 all preseason, but Ahmed has played every minute of every game in that position.
And Hughes ain't a 10. Just by simple, like even Schlapp could have played, but obviously he was playing on the left-hand side because of the injuries. Hughes? Like, it's crazy. It is crazy. So yeah, I think he probably will end up being loaned out, you know, which is a massive shame.
I don't know. I think it's probably the best thing he can do. I think because I feel like we've definitely ruined Ratsaki's growth. We've definitely ruined Ahmada's growth. And probably even Ozo's a little bit as well, to be fair. I think that he could be doing bigger and better things right now in another team, maybe in the Championship, maybe in League One. Because I know that he's done well in his last 2 cameos, but you think he's going to play again? I don't.
If he does, that's a travesty. Because
he had the opportunity to play the last couple of games, and he still hasn't.
Yeah, come on at all, has he?
So,
which is mad because obviously he came in early against City, not by choice. Again, and this is the thing. Every one of these substitutions that we having to make are not because he wants to. It's enforced.
Every single young player that we've ever played is because Hodgson has been forced to play him. Wan-Bissaka, because Kelly, Ward, and Klein are all injured. Look at what happened. Oh, he's amazing. Tyreek Mitchell. Oh, Schlapp and Van Arnold were both injured. We'll play Mitchell. Like he doesn't play people because he wants to. Like even Jez. He only played Jez because Elise, Ayew, and Ahamada were all injured or suspended. He only played Jez one game this season.
And he cooked. Do you know how frustrating this is? She's in the toilet and she got so much tissue and she's scratching out. Alright, I'll come deal with it in a minute. The frustrating bit is when you look at it, a potential front six, like let's just hypothetically say Decore and Lerman was still fit. They would obviously be on pivot. Then you've got the likes of Jez Elise for the right hand side. And I mean, bless Malcolm, I don't think he will get a chance, but he's also a right hand player. France and Eze in the 10. France and Ayew on the left hand side. Just obviously, just saying on a rotation basis, whoever it may be. Edward and Mateta up top. Edward could also go on the left hand side. Like, the amount of talent that we could have been so flexible with. And it's just not given a chance. You know, and this is why, for me, like I said, since Luton, I've been right out. I just want him to walk. Hopefully, I was hoping to wake up this morning and him say, "Thank you so much for the year, guys. You know, we finished on a high. We've won the game." Because he's not going to give these players a chance. He's going to talk about them. Oh, they're doing fantastic in training, and he's just not going to give them game time. I don't even think on Thursday they'll get much game time. That's how mad it is.
I agree with you. I reckon on Thursday he's going to play our starting 11. And you know what? He's going to do it because we've got a week off.
We've got a break, innit?
Is it 1 or 2 weeks?
So there's games on the 4th, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty much 2 weeks, 16 days. 2 weeks, 2 days. 16 days.
Yes, he's going to play the first team.
Yeah.
100. If with that kind of break, he's going to play the first team, without a doubt. And you know, the only I think if he's going to play the first team, okay, fine. Just don't play Eze. Just make that brother be fit, man, because he's so unfit.
I would even say play Elise now if this rumored. I think it's probably just a little tweak, but either way, don't play him.
I think it was cramp, if I'm honest, because he wouldn't. If he done his hamstring, they'd taken him straight down the tunnel and started treating him. I reckon it was just a cramp, and because he was walking around and he actually looked pretty. It looked like he stretched off the cramp when he was walking off. He was walking off just fine. He wasn't limping anymore.
But I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do, man. Like I said, I'm just hoping for Ahmed and France at the very least to start. At the very least, but hey, we'll have to wait and see. This Ayew and Elise connection, like they're starting to find each other a lot, whether it's in game or whether it's in the box. And I want to give both Elise and Ayew credit because they're really doing their best to get into the box. You know, whenever crosses are getting to are coming in as well. Do you think that's something that can continue? I mean, obviously, Ayew's gone to AFCON. But...
I mean, it's probably a bad time for Ayew to go to AFCON. But, you know, you could be... I know you're from the Ghana, and I'll say that we could get very lucky and Ghana just dive out of that competition very quickly, and he'll be back before the next game, and that's a possibility that could happen.
It's a possibility because our nation, the politics, it's peak.
So looking at it in a selfish perspective, as a Palace fan, thinking, if they dive out of that cup, Ayew's back. We don't have to miss him at all. So that's good, and they can keep, and him and Elise can keep that partnership going because the amount of cross-field balls I'm seeing these guys hit to each other. And always looking out for each other as well. Like the amount of times that Ayew made that nice little run in on the inside of the fullback and Elise dinged one over. I think Ayew was clean through, saw that Elise was free and passed it across goal to him. Ayew of 2 years ago is never passing in that situation. But now he's looking for him, and
Yeah,
it's not the same as Will Felice. It's not the same, but the link up is very similar. Like they're still looking for each other. Like we know that Zaha could have never have pinged a crossfield ball, and Ayu also can't. But Elise can ping a ball into Ayu, who runs at a fullback, and that's exactly what Zaha used to do as well.
yeah.
So I wouldn't say we've got a Zaha back, but I say we've got some sort of partnership that sort of replicates what Zaha used to do for us.
No, absolutely. Let's get a few comments out, and then I want to talk about Elise Eze.
Chairman says, "Big up, guys." Patrick here saying, "Have a happy new year. Great job. Stay safe and up the palace as always."
100%.
The link is in the chat, so if you guys want to join in and give your little thoughts on the game, you can. Ron Wilson says, "It's disgusting the way Roy isn't using our young players. They should be getting game time."
Absolutely.
Hi guys, thanks for your hard work this year. Great job. Blessed 2024 to you all. Thank you very much. Have a good 2024 as well, mate. I'm sure Roy is a nice bloke and all, but it's disgusting the way Roy's treating our youth by not playing them and not giving them enough time on the pitch. That's why I want him to go. Patrick here again says, spot on about Roy. I'm resigned to him being here for the rest of the season, so I honestly don't even want to talk about him or squad rotation because it's pointless. And Kevin finally says, "Don't play the first team, but we need a cup run." Stuck in a proverbial. Finally, Matthew here says, "Big up EF crew. Thank you for your dedication and the blessed 24. You too, mate."
Thank you very much.
For the support.
100%. And even on that note, big up Patrick and the back of the Nest crew, man. They do some great stuff as well. Always there directly after the game for a live reaction. You know, Palace news. Like, I'm always tuning in. I'm thinking, what have they heard now? Like, what's the new news sort of thing? So keep up the great work, Patrick, D, Stan, who was on there? Nick, AJ. Is there anyone else? I hope I'm not missing anyone else. T. I haven't seen T in a while. I hope he's well as well. So yeah, I'll bring up the back of the next group. Right. We've come out of this whole Zaha situation, not in the worst scenario, because I mean, if we're isolating it, we've not replaced Zaha. That's been a problem. However,
it still is a problem.
Yeah, but I mean, what I mean is that Eze and Elise, they kind of stepped up like together, which has been quite good. Granted, Eze's recent performances haven't been the best, but there's not that reliance on one player anymore, like we used to have. Out of the two, who do you think's now taking on that talisman role for us?
Elise. I think Elise is better than Eze. I was in the Eze is better for a long time, saying that Eze can use 2 feet, Eze plays in the middle, Elise's only got to go up against fullbacks, Eze can go up against midfielders and centre backs. But I think if you just, I think I said it to you a while ago, but I said Elise is like a slower Iron Robben to me. You know what he's gonna do, you just can't stop him. You know he's like the same thing with Robben. You know he's gonna cut in on that left foot.
Yeah.
But you just can't stop it. And the same thing with Elise. Like you just seen it again against Brentford. He cuts inside. All the defenders like, yeah, I'm going that way. I know he's gonna shoot, but he still gets a shot away. He gets a shot away before they even commit themselves to block the ball.
Yeah,
I think that Elise is probably better now, and I think he's got a higher ceiling as well.
Yeah, and I think he's also become a lot stronger as well.
Elise, in my opinion, Elise will play for Real Madrid in his career. He's that good.
I think it will be PSG.
I think if he knows how, if he wants to go win trophies, he'll go to Real Madrid. And I think I agree with you. He's definitely gotten stronger. He looks much stronger as well. He's muscling people off the ball, and also his defensive work is so much better.
It's so good.
I reckon he could play right back better than Klein. That's how good I think he is at defending lately. Like how many? Like, you saw it against Brentford. He was running back before Klein to go and get the ball back, and then still sprinting down the other end of the pitch. He's exceptional, and to think that we only got him for £8 million, like Dougie's done a madness to get Michael Olise into this club.
Yeah. Now, before people watch this back and take this out of all perspective, we are so happy we have them both. And this is not a comparison sort of thing, you know. But no, definitely happy to have them both. But yeah, Michael right now is just playing at an unbelievable level. You know, so good. And hey, Tim, big up to you. We're gonna bring. Well, actually, wait. Actually, before we bring Tim in, I'm gonna go because I think Tim needs a moment with JC.
What do you mean?
Nah, I'm just gonna let you have your moment. He's let him tell you he agrees with your points, and I'll come back in a minute.
I'm just here, innit? Tim, how's it going?
Rich is killing me here. It's good. It's good, man. Happy New Year. Yeah, it was good win yesterday. It's like you said, man. We needed points. We needed points and we got them. And I was making the point yesterday. There was a few of us who were on the back of the nest stream, but before the reaction had started, and I made the point while we were all watching the match together. I said, God, sometimes I just hate football as much as I love it because I didn't feel confident that we were safe in that match.
Yeah, I think that even at the 88, 89 minutes, I still wasn't convinced we was going to win.
I wasn't either. I wasn't either. And then what was it, Rich? You said yesterday. It is mad. It is completely crazy that
I'm trying to put you next to Tim. Hold on.
You're killing me, man. You're absolutely killing me. But Thomas Frank makes all 5 of his subs, and then we don't get one on until the 86th minute. This is, I mean, everybody knows how much I love Roy, but it's I want some fresh ideas. We're probably gonna wait until the summer. I do think I think we'll survive. I think we'll get through it, but I don't love the I didn't like that. That was it's very frustrating. Let me put it this way. Can I give you a New Year's wish? Here's my New Year's wish. I want to see what França can do with at least 60 minutes. Give me 60 minutes. If he can rinse Kyle Walker, he can do some real damage down the left side. Let's find out. Can we just find out? I'd like to find out.
You could even say that maybe that even the Arsenal game is. I don't like using the phrase, but the Arsenal game is a bit of a free hit. We don't expect to win it at all, so why not?
Right. Why not? And it's not.
I'll tell you what.
And also,
Fulham's beating them, by the way.
Yeah, and also, if Ayu's still at the Cup of Nations, then wouldn't you rather him play there than Schlapp? I would.
Yeah, but it's not going to happen, though.
Oh, it's not going to happen. But we can all wish. We can all wish.
Right. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's a good time. Apparently, I read Matt Woosnam's article this morning. So Olise had sounds like a twinge. Doesn't sound like a serious injury. But sit him out of the Everton game. Great. Let him sit until at least the Arsenal game. And even then, honestly, I mean, I'm not even sure if he needs the extra time, I'm not even sure I'd play him against Arsenal if he needs it. Like if he doesn't need it, great. You always want him out there. But man, I would just rather see us give time to players who are begging for it. Malcolm Abuoye is begging for time. And we don't know if Jess is coming back, but presumably if he gets back, he won't have trained. Like, he won't be at match fitness. So let Malcolm have a little bit of a run. Just something. I want to see something. Not rotation for rotation's sake, just to see what we actually have.
Absolutely.
Happy New Year, Chairman.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year indeed. Chairman, obviously we spoke yesterday. Has any of your thoughts changed since yesterday regarding Roy, or just what you'd like to see going forward?
Well, the way Roy said his press conference, saying about Steve Cooper talk was disrespectful, that just tells me he's here for the rest of the season. Definitely. As far as the game's concerned, I thought Thomas Frank's after-match interview was very good. Actually, I thought he just said to his players, "If you don't stop Eze and Elisa, you lose." And he said, "Well, we didn't stop until we lost." And I thought that was quite refreshing to hear, wasn't it? But yeah, I mean, it was a great result. They missed two glorious chances, mind, didn't they? When it was 3-1, especially that Wissa. My God, to kick it over the bar from where he was is quite incredible, really, isn't it? But
even in the first half, I completely forgot about it until I saw the highlights. But Potter had another chance similar to his first goal.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, when he
shot straight at
For saying that though, I think Eze should have scored when they had that intricate play, didn't they? And he went his left foot. Anywhere else except for straight at the keeper, he was scoring, wasn't he?
Yeah.
But no, I think it was a fair result. I think on the balance of play, I think we deserved a win. So we did most of the running, but obviously, as JC said, concede the first goal was actually really important. It helped us more than it helped them, didn't it? But no, I was very happy to finish up the year with a win, definitely. And the fact that everybody else lost as well really was brilliant, wasn't it?
That definitely has helped us, 100%. And I guess it's also nice that for once we've actually won a game by more than, apart from the Burnley one, which we didn't deserve to win, but a game that we have deserved to win, we've won it by more than a 1-goal margin. Yep. You know, because I think sometimes when we are dominant, we're not clinical.
No, we never have been. I think we scored 3 against Wolves, didn't we? And 2 against Everton.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and 2 against Burnley.
2 and 3.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So we don't really score the goal. As the guy said on the telly yesterday, on Match of the Day, wasn't it? We've only scored 8 goals at home all season. And remember, 3 of them were against Everton, 2 Wolves, and 2 against Everton. So that just shows we just can't score.
No, absolutely. Tim, you're going to do your player ratings. You're on your own, by the way, because we've done it already.
Oh no!
No pressure.
All right.
I'll start off with Henderson.
I thought Henderson had a really good game. 7. I'll go 7 on Hendo.
Mitchell
also had a good game. I mean, he got caught out a couple times, but I thought he recovered quite well. 7.
Klein.
He's been impressing me a lot lately. 7. I'll stick with 7.
7.
Mark.
See, I can't give everybody. You know what? Drop Klein down to 6 and put Gay and Anderson in at 7.
Richards.
He's getting better, but I can't
take your American hat off.
I can't give him higher than a 6. Put him at 5. Put him at 5. He's defending, but he costs us. That defending costs us a bit.
Sorry, Tim. Do you see something in Richards that we don't see?
Well,
The American flag. That's all he sees.
I mean, this is what I think he's still playing defensive midfield like a center back, and that's it. So we get the benefit of him breaking up play, but he doesn't progress the ball, and he can't make a good turn. Like he doesn't turn and drive with the ball. He looks very uncomfortable in that position. Like, you tell me if you think I'm wrong here, Chairman, but in that role, what I would want to see more often is occasionally you get the ball, you turn, and at least you don't have to dribble it into the final third, but I need you to dribble it a little bit, get your eyes up, and look for the progressive pass. That's what I need you to be doing. And he doesn't do that.
No, I agree with you. I think he can turn. He just turns like an oil tanker, doesn't he? But do you know something? Not. I don't know if you saw the Chelsea game. It showed it more than the Brentford game because Chelsea don't press. So when he got the ball in midfield, there was plenty of time to do it. Exactly, to go forward. But he didn't. His first instinct is always to turn around and pass back.
Right.
But sometimes
I don't even think he got the ball much against Chelsea. I think he saw more of the ball yesterday. Like, it's almost as if they didn't want to pass to him.
No, the point I'm making is the fact that at Chelsea, when he got the ball, nobody pressed him. So he could go forward. Brentford, they did press him. So, okay, there was... I'll give you a great example. I think it was the pass... which goal was it? I think it was Eze's goal. Now he got the ball and passed it out to Ayew, didn't he? Do you remember it? But the pass was so slow that I'm actually surprised he actually got there and the Brentford player didn't cut it out. And that's his problem. He just doesn't pass slickly, does he? It's not a pass to feet. It's not a quick pass like Macca used to do. He used to drive the ball into you so no one could cut it out.
Right.
With Richard's passing is so easy to cut out, isn't it? What do you think?
No, I think that's right. The other, he does two things very well that I like, at least in playing for Palace. He does not do this for the U.S. men's national team. But when we are in pressing and he moves up in the midfield, I may be wrong about this. I would love to see a graphic of where we're winning the ball high, but Lerma has been absolutely stone cold brilliant at winning the ball high, and Richards joins him. And when Richardson and Lerma together get high, we've been winning the ball much higher up the pitch. We just don't do it consistently. We win it, and then we get a spell, and then we drop right out of it, which I don't understand why we do that, but that seems to be the way we do it. But he does that well. He wins the ball high, and then he's great at a last-ditch tackle. And he's been doing well. He's also great in the air. But he does cost us in that midfield role because he doesn't look to get a good pass in. He doesn't get the ball to feet, and he doesn't drive with the ball at all. So you know what you're going to get.
I think you're absolutely right, Tim, you know. But,
I can't unhear it now.
But the one thing actually JC noticed, if you watch Elise's second goal, our third goal, who actually passed the ball in midfield? It was Mark Guay, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Really, the position that Richard should be taking up, isn't it?
Yep. Yeah, and he does. You notice a lot. He ends up dropping back so that Gay and Anderson can get forward.
Well, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe he needs to do that.
Yeah, but that's what he does. Like he'll pass it off, and then Gay does what Richard should be doing, or Anderson does. They have to actually carry the ball and look for the progressive pass.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, carry on with your thing.
Let's go to Lerma now.
Lerma was brilliant. I'll give him an 8. He was outstanding.
Eze.
I can't give him better than I gave him a 6, so I'm going to stick with the 6 because his finish was so good. I know you gave him a 5. The finishing on his wrong foot, the way he did, was great, but he was slow and off it. He is he's not back yet.
Michael Elise.
I'd give him a 10. He was brilliant.
He really was, yeah.
He was so good.
Are you?
Had some really good spells. He's critical for us. Yeah, I'll give him a 7.
And finally, with a starting 11 is JP.
Man, he was so good. I'll give him a 9. I want this to. Can this be the year that it's not just, festive fixtures, JP, and this is like we have. This is what we can expect now. I hope.
Also, can I say one thing? All these commentators saying that he dummied the ball for Eze.
Oh my gosh, it was doing my head in. He fucked
it up. He missed the ball.
I couldn't. I was like,
completely.
what are you? Like, I was thinking, no, wait. I went on about 5 different highlight shows to try and to watch this properly. I'm like, he's just miscontrolled it.
He didn't even miscontrol it. He missed it completely.
Right, yeah. Actually, can I make one point? Actually, after watching it on Match of Day last night, Elise's first goal, the way he controlled it in midair and guided it past I think that's not really getting the credit it deserves.
With
that
was outside of his left boot.
Unbelievable bit of skill, wasn't it? It really was.
Yep.
Yeah, and you know what? Normally we could criticize him saying, "Oh, he's so left-footed," but if he tries to take them with his right foot, I don't even think he gets a shot off. Like that's the only way he could have scored.
That goes over the bar if he hits with his right foot.
That was probably a goal than his second goal, actually, when you look at it back on the telly and you see the skill of doing all that in midair as well and coming in from the blind side of the defender as well. Incredible, absolutely incredible.
Oh my gosh, did Schlupp come in yesterday?
Yeah.
I forgot.
He didn't touch the ball though, did he?
He came on for Ayew, and you kept saying, "Oh yeah, Ayew didn't get subbed off. Oh yeah, Ayew did." He got subbed off.
Yeah, but he got subbed off at 95 minutes?
Exactly. Yeah.
Like that, you may as well not sub him off.
No, very true.
I probably wasn't watching the game at that point. Because I only mentioned Hughes and Francois.
I mean, Hughes and Francois gets subbed off at 86, and I think that Schlupp gets subbed on at 95. That's it's hard to even call those substitutions. They're so late in the game.
To be fair, Tim, you wouldn't have probably seen this on the telly, but we saw it clearly being at the game. And it doesn't happen often. But them guys were standing on the sideline probably 75, 76, 77 minutes, weren't they? And the ball just didn't go out of play, did it?
Yeah.
For about 10 minutes.
It was like 7 minutes.
Brentford were getting consistent corners and throw-ins in the... Like at one point, I was screaming, "Just kick the ball off the pitch upfield!" I want to see more Francois.
Right. No, you're right. I mean, it was something like 7 minutes, 7 or 8 minutes.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, all the bench players, I just put them at a solid 5 just for getting on the pitch because they didn't have time to do anything else.
Can Francois get a 6 for the run?
No.
That run is a tease, though, isn't it? I mean, that run is absolutely a tease. You're like, God, can we just let him play so we can see him do that more often?
Why can't Roy see it? I don't know. It can't be.
Either that, or there must be something in training that we're not seeing. I just don't get it, but. That's what I want. Like 60 minutes. Give me 60 minutes of somebody. I think you made this point yesterday too, Rich. Like if you open up, if we have real pace down the left side and we let Anderson ping that long cross-field ball to somebody with real pace, oh man, I mean, that gives me chills. I want to see that. I want to see him pinging that ball.
I think Patrick mentioned it on the back.
That's what it was. It was Patrick. Yes.
And Anderson hasn't played a long diagonal in ages.
He hasn't played it.
Because there's just no one there. Just no one there.
He was playing it yesterday, though, because Brentford does play those wing backs. They push him up, and Ayew was able to get in behind a few times. So he did play it yesterday. But if you've got theoretically, if you've got França and he is just burning down the left side, he can just ping that ball all day. And then, then you've got something. Then Elise can come in on the backside, and we see how dangerous he can be when he's, when we're looking for him on the backside at the back post.
Sorry, here's a question for the three of you. Now we've lost Ayew for a month. Who fills his place?
Jeffrey Schlupp.
No one said França.
I think it has to be França, but like history says it'll be Schlupp, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or it could be Edouard, because if he gets back.
That's true. And he was on the bench yesterday.
Yeah.
And he's got another 2 weeks off.
Do you think Roy will try again this year to use Eddie and JP together as he did earlier this season? Do you think he'll do it?
Against Wolves, wasn't it?
You know what? He might actually go 4-4-2 now. There's no Ayew,
Could be the question as well, is that who do we get
But
in
then
the
we play
January transfer market?
Then that'll mean we play Eze wide left, and we know he's pretty dreadful out there.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, because Lerma wouldn't be defensive, would he? Yeah,
Edouard's done well at wide left, isn't he? When we've seen him play there. If he's fit enough.
Yeah, if he's fit. I mean, look, if França doesn't start against Everton, then I'm not even going to ask for it no more. I'm just going to say, listen, it's not happening.
Yeah,
It's
wait
just
until
not
next
gonna
year.
happen.
Yeah.
But I guess last thing, Tim, before we start wrapping up. Mateta, what do we do with him? Do we keep him? Do we let him go? Do we take an offer?
We tell him. No, sorry, I'll take this one for Tim.
Do it.
We tell JP that every month of the year is December, and we're going to sell him the next month, every month.
Exactly.
Just tell him the transfer window's open all season.
Yeah, the window's always open. You can always go.
I mean, it used to be that way. I know. All right, so now I'll put my finance hat on. Every player has a price.
Absolutely.
Every player has a price. So if I think is it Eintracht Frankfurt that's coming in for him? Is that what the reports are? Okay.
Yeah.
If they come in at a £20 million offer, somebody hail a cab and get him to the airport.
20 mil? Yes, please.
Because that's not going to happen. But if it did, you'd have to take it. Other than that,
all right, do we take 15?
No, I wouldn't, because if it's 15, it's 15 and some maybe ridiculous add-on to get to that 15. Like somebody's going to come in cheap for him, and I'm not going to go cheap on him. Because
okay, what if it was? I'll give you a few. What if it was a flat 15? Yes or no?
I'd still say no. The reason I'd say no is because his performances, like yesterday's, what we know. I think we can agree that there are many games. There are many games where we lack some real patterns of play. And right now, that game yesterday was the first time I've seen us legitimately playing through JP, where JP bullying the back line.
Yeah. It's the first time I think it's the first time he felt like, listen, I'm the main man here.
Absolutely. And he's the focal point, and I am the one that's bringing people into play. And so that was a pattern of play. We could play through JP. It's the first time I've seen that, like, consistently. So if that's real, no, 12 million pounds is nowhere near it. And he's loved in the dressing room. So there's a cost here. If it's 20 million, see you later. We'll figure it out. But if it's not
what if it's 15 million and we get Ekatike on loan?
Well, then maybe. But JC told me that Ekatike has no pace, which is what I was hoping he would have. I want to win.
JC, make sure you JC gets Tim's number.
I need a striker with pace. Like if Ekatike is not that, if we're gonna get somebody, I'm not sure I want Ekatike if he doesn't. like what is it that we lack that other teams have?
It is
Like
pace. I still want Iheanacho.
Yeah, or it's somebody like like when you
I'd
watch.
take Patson Daka if you ask
He's
me.
not going that. He's not going this season. He's doing bits for Leicester.
Are you sure? Because Bournemouth are still trying to get him in January.
You're
And
joking.
yeah,
Really?
So what is Solanke moving then?
potentially.
No,
He might be going Arsenal then.
Come on. So that Bournemouth is not going to let Solanke move. No way.
They should.
Come on.
Not in mid-season now.
But if they get the offer though, like you said, if the
Not
money's
not
right,
in mid-season.
No.
Asking for relegation, isn't it?
I mean, you are, yes, exactly. You're begging for trouble if you take your main target out. Even if they have to offer you F off money in order to get Solanke to move. You've got to be offering in the realm of £50 million, and nobody's going to offer that for Solanke. No way. No, that ain't happening, man.
I think they offer him 30 to 40, and I think he goes.
Solanke goes?
I think he goes. If Arsenal call him, they are not going to stop him. Because remember, Arsenal playing Champions League football at the moment as well. Like, is he going to get the opportunity again?
You think Bournemouth takes? Do they take 40 million?
They don't need to take the money.
They don't. Yeah, exactly. They don't
Right.
need to do it.
The multi-billion-pound owner.
I get that, but sometimes the player power in this game is crazy right now. Like, if he says, I want out.
So
to be fair, I can see him going end of the season. Get that, but not in January. I'll be shocked if he goes in January.
Yeah, I'm with Chairman on this one. I just, no way. Plus, I mean, Rich, they are playing. I mean, I haven't been watching the game since I came on here, but they were really at it. I mean, they're one down versus Spurs, but they're at it.
It's playing. 3 now.
Is it 3-0?
Yeah.
Oof. They, by and large, they've been
Richarlison scored
football.
again. Richarlison's finding his scoring touch. Actually.
Sorry, Rich, who are they playing? I didn't even notice.
Tottenham
Spurs
beating,
playing Bournemouth.
Bournemouth.
Oh, Bournemouth. Okay.
And Fulham are still winning 2-1 at home to Arsenal.
Really?
Bloody hell. Bottle jobs.
So that takes us down to 14th now.
Wow.
So we're 14th, and I think Fulham are level on points with us. Let me just check. Nope.
Yeah,
they got 24.
Wow. Okay. I mean, I don't know. I just don't see it. They've been playing. They seem to have really got their form with Areola after a horrible start. But they're finally starting to. I mean, I guess they're not playing that great today, but they do look like they've been playing better football. And Solanke is the focal point. I just don't see it. I don't see it.
Right, let's wrap up with comments and then we'll end the stream.
Mitch says the hold up side of his game was always a missing piece. Big credit to the coaching staff. Only if they're confident enough that they won't get relegated, and they're 10 points above Luton right now, so maybe they gamble for the right money. And Northland moving that Spider-Man picture. Yeah, okay.
What's up? Oh, North London. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, well, guys, listen. Best Bits is out. I mean, I had a good little chuckle at that. That was really funny. So Best Bits is out. So please have a look at that. Just a reminder, obviously, we've created like a little sub-channel for like now that's going to have like any rap battles or gaming stuff. Anything outside of just solely Palace. So we created a little sub-channel for that. Tim v Chairman could be the next rap battle.
Hey.
No one wants to see a 54-year-old man who knows nothing about rap in a rap battle.
Yeah,
no one wants to see that.
So yeah, I know even less than you do.
We can make an X Factor then, a singing competition if you want. He's thinking about it.
Come on. No one wants to see that.
Karaoke.
No, nobody wants to see that.
Karaoke. But also, once again, thank you so much. Like you said, we hit £540 for Make-A-Wish Foundation. Congratulations to Jacob, who obviously won the sweepstakes. He's been in touch, so we will get over a hoodie and a mug to him. He sent me which one he wants as well, which makes it nice and easy. Apart from that, guys, listen, have a great New Year's celebration, however you're celebrating it. And we'll be back, I guess Wednesday. I don't know. We'll have some sort of preview
Thursday next week, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have a preview for the FA Cup game at some point. Let's just keep an eye out for all that we're going to try and do in 2024. And but thank you so much for your support, not only through this year, but since we started the channel. It's been amazing. So JC, any other words?
All I gotta say is thank you very much. Happy New Year. Don't get too drunk and up the palace.
Free Franza!